perfect pass, and I went up with it.
Zach, for a freshman to take that shot in that situation, you obviously had a lot of trust in him because you had him out there as you were killing the clock. But just talk about a freshman making that shot.
Yeah, obviously Cole's, he's very talented. Had basically half a year with us. We were sitting there in that timeout. We drew something up initially. Otto Eldred called a timeout. So we drew something else up. When we came out there and he got the ball underneath, luckily, we just said Cole dive to the hoop. And he ended up being wide open. I didn't expect him to be that open. But I told all the guys right in that moment, I said, I have trust in every single one of you guys. This play's drawn up for Taite, but any of you can knock it down. I fully believe in all of your abilities. So whoever has it, take the biggest advantage of it.
Yeah, it looks like they were so preoccupied with Taite, denying Taite, that back door was kind of wide open.
Yeah.
So, and give Hobie credit for seeing that.
Yeah,
right?
Those guys. They all have good vision. It was great, just great team basketball. Cole knew he was open. He dove. Hobie saw it. Everything had to line up well, and it did.
Yeah, good start for you guys in fourth quarter. Things looked pretty dire going into that fourth quarter. Looked like you changed stuff up a little bit. You went to a little bit more of a press, and you kind of chipped away. Kind of describe what was said between the third and fourth quarters to kind of get these guys back on track.
We just went in, and I said, we're a good basketball team. They're a good basketball team. I said, but we're right here. I said, the opportunity's at our hands to go compete for a District 9 title, but we have to get the job done right now. We always talk about anytime we have a deficit, it's a stop in a bucket. And we changed up the defense. We went with a little bit of a trap. We saw that they struggled with that a little bit against CL, and luckily it worked out for us. We got some turnovers, got some easy buckets, all in their hard work and their work ethic. These guys never quit, never hung their heads, and they just kept battling for the whole 4 quarters.
Yeah,
You had a great start of the game. What didn't go well for you in the middle 2 quarters? I think you guys were outscored 34-17.
Yeah, the thing that we struggled with the most tonight is obviously the defensive glass. Number 4, he was all over it. He crushed us on it. I think he probably had 10, 12 second chance points. That really hurt us. They shot really well in the second and third quarters as well, I think. We defended them pretty well in the first. They didn't hit shots in the first. But we knew they were going to come down. We knew they were going to make shots eventually. So they are a good basketball team. So the things just, we went a little cold on the offensive end, and they heated up a little bit and just worked out harder on us in the glass in those middle periods.
And Taite, you hit a absolutely huge 3. You guys are down by 5 late, and you had to kind of pump, kind of reset yourself and hit it. That was huge. That was a huge clutch shot, because if you don't make that, it's probably a whole different story, because it was getting late in the game, and that really changed the momentum.
Yeah, they had a great game plan on us. We had to work for every shot the whole game. It was tough, and we needed one, and I felt it. I got him in the air, and I knew I had to hit it, and it went in, and we were right back in it.
Yeah, and like you said, it was everything was contested tonight. How does it feel to be able to come out and win this game? Because this really shows just the resiliency of this team.
Yeah.
You've been through a lot of big games like this. I think it really came in handy tonight, didn't it?
Yeah, like Kep said, we're a good basketball team, and we both said at the end of the third quarter, some of us are seniors. This is our last chance. We don't have another one after this, and that really lit a fire into us, I think. And we came out, we executed, played our game. They held us down for a while, and then we got back to pushing the tempo. And those traps and that defense really helped us to get back in the game.
And Cole, I know you missed some time with an injury from football. Do you feel like you're back 100%? Because it seems like you've really kind of rounded into this rotation pretty well here lately.
I feel like finally getting back into the groove, and I'm finally where I want to be. And I just wish I could have been there earlier in the season.
How surprised were you on that last play when you made that cut and no one came with you, and you were it was probably the easiest layup you're going to have, probably like Taite said, the easiest shot you're going to have all day.
Kep said it was going to be open, and I cut, and I thought somebody was going to be at least close, and there was just nobody near me, and I just put it up.
Yeah, you're probably like, oh, don't let me miss this.
Yeah, went through my head.
Well, now you have a chance to play for a district championship. That was the goal from back, in November when you started practicing. Whoever you play, you're really pretty familiar with. So, how long do you celebrate this and shift gears? Probably not long.
Right. We'll celebrate tonight. We always get something to eat afterwards. These guys are excited. They like good sheets, so they're excited for that. They're going to go celebrate with, I'm sure, some milkshakes and things like that. But we'll celebrate tonight. And it's right back to work tomorrow. You know, we're gonna stick around, watch part of this game, or the whole thing's. You know, we know the teams, but you never know what type of wrinkles they're gonna throw in. But I'm sure whoever it's gonna be a heck of a District 9 championship game, and I know we're looking forward to competing in it. These seniors, this whole team has worked super hard, and they absolutely deserve it. So I'm looking forward to it, and I think anybody who shows up on that night is gonna be in for a good basketball game.
Yeah, one more for you, Zach. Just not proud of you of this team because, like I said, it was pretty dire there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
But there was no one was hanging their heads. No one was seemingly panicking. You just knew you had some work to do, and you went out and did it.
We've been in situations like that before. We've been down, and we just needed to get a stop, get a bucket. And you know, these guys, they don't hang their heads. They fight for it. They fight for everything. That's kind of the mentality that, you know, these seniors have had, and they bring that intensity and that mentality into practice, and that's why it works out for us in game time situations. They're always ready to compete. They never consider themselves out of it. We've over the years we've had some situations where you're like, there's not a chance, but there's a chance. And these guys never give up.
Yeah, it seems like there's always a chance with this team this year. Right?
Absolutely.
All right, thanks, guys.